You already know the salary isn't enough. You've known for a while, and yet every Monday morning you're back. Not because you're weak, not because you're lazy, but because something deep in your psychology is keeping you exactly where you are. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what that thing is and why understanding it is the only way to finally break free from it. Think about the last time you seriously considered leaving. You did the math. You imagined the freedom. You maybe even researched what it would take. And then something happened. You thought about the health insurance, the steady deposit every 2 weeks, what your parents might say, what happens if it doesn't work. And quietly, without even making a decision, you stayed. That's not a career choice. That's your nervous system running a risk calculation. And it ran that calculation faster than your logic could argue back. Here's what makes this dangerous. You're not trapped by your employer. You're not trapped by your salary. You're trapped by the feeling of safety your salary creates. And those are completely different problems, with completely different solutions. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. Your mind doesn't measure success in income. It measures success in certainty. And a salary, no matter how small, is the most certain financial structure most people will ever experience. Same amount, same date, every month. That predictability doesn't just pay your bills. It regulates your nervous system. It tells your brain, you are safe. Don't move. Don't risk this. And your brain listens. This is why intelligent, ambitious people stay in jobs they've outgrown for years. Not because they lack courage, but because their brain has been chemically rewarded for staying so many times that leaving feels like self-destruction. The salary didn't trap you. Your brain's addiction to certainty did. And it's been doing it so quietly you mistook it for logic. Now here's where it gets concrete. Every time you almost left and didn't, your brain logged that as survival, as the right call. And the next time you consider leaving, the resistance gets stronger, not weaker. That's not growth. That's a tightening cage that gets more comfortable with every passing year. Let me prove it to you. If someone guaranteed your current salary, same number, same stability, but it came from your own business instead of an employer, would you still hesitate? Most people answer no immediately, which tells you everything. The problem was never the money. It was never even the job. It's the uncertainty on the other side. That's the actual wall. And until you address that, directly, psychologically, no strategy will move you. So what do you actually do with this? You don't quit tomorrow. That's not the insight. The insight is this. You stop trying to outlogic the fear and start building evidence against it. Small evidence. Real evidence. One client before you quit. One offer that someone pays for. 1 month where something outside your salary generates income. A consulting call. A digital product. A skill monetized once. It doesn't have to replace your salary yet. It just has to prove to your nervous system that certainty can come from you, not just from them. That one proof breaks the psychological lock more than any motivation ever could. Ask yourself this. What is the smallest thing I could build this month that would prove I don't need permission to earn? That answer is your starting point. Your employer isn't the villain in this story. Your brain isn't either. It was doing exactly what it was trained to do. Keep you safe, keep you certain, keep you still. But safe and stuck are not the same thing. And certainty borrowed from someone else's payroll is the most expensive comfort you'll ever buy, because you pay for it with your ceiling. You don't need to blow your life up to escape this. You need one crack in the wall, one proof that you can generate certainty yourself. Find it, build it, and before you close this and go back to waiting for Friday, comment below, I don't need permission to earn. Say it once like you mean it, because the version of you that actually leaves starts there.